So is the hangover of beating Florida over?
Yeah, it's over. It was over Sunday. We got on to Vanderbilt Sunday, and yesterday and today we had a real physical practice day, and coaches were making sure our whole Vanderbilt.
You know what Brad last year, obviously you guys played last year together. Can you tell me, with Mario and Ben kind of in the mix, what does he add to the running backs? Is it speed? What does he add that's different than the other guys that are there right now?
Yeah, definitely speed. Brad's an all-around back. He doesn't look like he's very big, but he's I think around 195 right now, and he runs like he's about 215. He's very powerful, but he can run side to side. And he also has really good hands coming out the backfield.
So as one of the seniors on this team, is it tough having to turn things over to a true freshman when the game for you in the swamp? You had to turn it over to Wesley Byron because he was all.
No, that's his job. I would, if not anybody else is going to go out there and kick, so that's why it always go on field. So it was definitely for a true freshman to go out there in the swamp and kick not only one but two of them. It's very impressive. He's going to have a great career.
Brandon, I was interested, as much as you had gone through and got hit during the game, you weren't sick to your stomach until that point of the game.
Yeah, I was standing on the side. Once it's out of your hand, once you're out there, you're in the game. It's just like any other game. But sitting on the sideline watching it is tough to do. And I was nervous myself. I was nervous for him. Just doing all I could on the sidelines to help that ball go through. And he came out there and did it twice. It's very impressive.
Is it just a matter of Rod Smith being able to get open, or you just know where he is on the field at every time, and you just have confidence that you get it near him, he's going to catch it, or what?
Yeah, Rod had a great game. He's the type of guy that's really stepped up and become the playmaker that we thought he was going to be. And he called everything that was around him. He throw it perfect every time, and he saved it a few times, made some catches, and ran with it afterwards, and made some big miss. So that's the big thing with him. You get the ball in his hands early, and he can turn the defense and make some big miss and make something happen.
Brandon, what is it about this coaching staff that this team has over the last couple of years since you came to the top 9 teams on their own at home? What is it a difference in preparation, or what is it about this team that makes you so good?
I really don't know. It's just about going out there and playing. We've had some tough games against some opponents we should have beat, but then we go in at 20-100 on find a way to win. It's just, I guess, being ready to play, being prepared. Coaches prepare us same way they do every week, and we really don't change anything. And it's we have some good leaders on this team who have been through, been on the road, won on the road. So it just carries over year to year from the
You mentioned beating the teams that you're not really not picked to beat, but then losing to the teams that you probably should have beat. Why? Is it a matter of just getting up to that game? I mean, it's easy to get up for the fourth-ranked team in the country, but when you got Vandy coming into your house, is that the difference? Because you said the preparation isn't different. What is the difference? Can you pinpoint anything?
I don't know if it's bad luck or what. Things go our way in the big games, and then other games they don't. You could tell the coaches today they were going to make sure that didn't happen. They came out, and we were practicing like it was a very big game. It is a big game for us, and the coaches weren't going to let anybody slack in practice. And if somebody started to slack, they were on them. And we tried to keep the up tempo and have a tight practice that we had last week. And for the most part, we had a good practice.
Brandon, even though you guys played on the road last week, did you feel like Florida being ranked 10th in the SEC in pass defense, pressure-wise, you might have a little more time? And is that the big reason why the passing game kind of clicks more so than in the past?
Yeah, going in, we knew they had a young secondary. We're going to try and do what we had to do to use that to our advantage. And we really started off just quick passes, timing routes, and didn't put too much pressure on offensive line to block. When he gets down third and long, you have to rely on them, and they did a great job with it. But going into it, we saw that you can get they really let you have the slants and the timing routes and things like that.
You said you put the Montez quite a bit earlier in the game. Where are
Yeah, Montez, he's been injured at the beginning of the season, so just, slowly worked his way into it, and had a big game, had a few big catches for us, and, and that's a thing, being a young receiver, to get some catches early, get some confidence, and, hopefully he's going to be another guy that steps up for some of that guy.
Has it been one of those conscious or unconsciously aware of, it's better to take the sack than to try and force something that you might have been doing the first couple of weeks?
Yeah, and there are definitely some times that I, went ahead and took some sacks, especially on the, I think there were a couple third and longs where, they pressured us and we covered pretty well, and instead of forcing something, I just took the sack and responded, and our defense gave us another chance. So, that's the thing that I've been working